Sarah woke up in a strange room with no memory of how she got there. The walls were white, the bed was not hers, and most terrifying of all, she couldn't remember her own name. "Good morning," said a woman in a white coat standing by the door. "How are you feeling today?" I don't know," Sarah whispered. "Where am I? Who are you?" The woman smiled kindly. "I'm Dr. Martinez. You're in the Memory Recovery Center. Don't worry, this is normal." "Normal? What's normal about forgetting everything?" Dr. Martinez sat down next to the bed. "You came here yesterday asking for help. You said someone was stealing your memories one by one. We specialize in cases like yours." Sarah's heart raced. "Someone is stealing my memories? How is that possible?" "That's what we need to find out," the doctor said. "But first, let me show you something." Dr. Martinez handed Sarah a small notebook. "You wrote this yesterday before you forgot. Read it." With shaking hands, Sarah opened the notebook. Her own handwriting filled the first page. "My name is Sarah Chen. I am 28 years old. I work as a librarian in downtown Portland. Someone is taking my memories away. Every day I lose a little more of myself. If you are reading this and you are me, trust Dr. Martinez. She is trying to help. Important, the man in the gray suit is dangerous. Don't trust him. He visits me every night in my dreams." Sarah looked up at Dr. Martinez. "I don't remember writing this." "Of course not, but keep reading, there's more." Sarah turned the page. "Day 1, I started forgetting small things, where I put my keys, what I had for breakfast. Day 3, I forgot my best friend Emma's phone number. I've known it for 10 years. Day 5, I forgot how to drive to work. I got lost in my own neighborhood. Day 7, I forgot my mother's face. When I looked at her photo, she looked like a stranger. Day 10, I forgot my own birthday. I forgot I ever had a cat named Whiskers. Today, day 12, I'm forgetting words, simple words like spoon and window. I'm scared." Sarah's hands trembled as she read her own words. "This is impossible. How can someone steal memories?" "That's what we're investigating," Dr. Martinez said. "But Sarah, I need you to trust me. The man who's doing this to you is very dangerous. He's not human." "Not human? What do you mean?" Dr. Martinez stood up and walked to the window. "There are creatures that live between dreams and reality. We call them memory feeders. They eat human memories to survive. Usually they take small amounts from many people, a forgotten name here, a lost phone number there. But sometimes they get greedy. And one of them is feeding on me. Yes, he's been visiting you every night for 2 weeks. In your dreams, he appears as a man in a gray suit. He's been slowly eating your memories, starting with the least important ones." Sarah felt sick. "Why me?" "Memory feeders are attracted to people with rich, emotional memories. You're a librarian who loves books and stories. Your mind is full of beautiful memories from all the books you've read and the people you've met. You're like a feast to him. How do we stop him?" Dr. Martinez turned back to Sarah. "There's only one way. Tonight, when he comes to you in your dreams, you must not let him touch you. Memory feeders can only steal memories through physical contact in the dream world. But it's just a dream. How can I control what happens?" "This is where it gets interesting," Dr. Martinez said with a small smile. "Memory feeders have one weakness. If you can remember something truly important while you're dreaming, something that defines who you are, you become stronger than them." Sarah shook her head. "But I don't remember anything important anymore." "Yes, you do." Dr. Martinez pointed to the notebook. "Keep reading." Sarah turned to the last page. There, in her own handwriting, was a single paragraph, the most important memory. "When I was 7 years old, my grandmother taught me how to read. She said, 'Sarah, books are not just stories. They are doors to other worlds. Every time you read, you become a little bit stronger, a little bit wiser, a little bit more yourself.' I became a librarian because of her words. This memory is who I am. The memory feeder cannot take this from me because it is too strong, too full of love." Sarah felt something warm growing in her chest. "I remember," she whispered. "I remember my grandmother's voice." "Good," Dr. Martinez said. "Hold on to that memory. Tonight, when the man in the gray suit comes, think about your grandmother. Think about the first book she read to you. What if it doesn't work? Then you'll forget everything by tomorrow morning, including this conversation, including who you are." That night, Sarah lay in her bed, clutching the notebook. As she fell asleep, she repeated her grandmother's words. Books are doors to other worlds. In her dream, she found herself in a dark library. The books on the shelves were empty, their pages blank. At the end of the library stood a man in a gray suit. "Hello, Sarah," he said in a voice like cold wind. "Are you ready to give me your last memories?" Sarah's heart pounded, but she stood up straight. "No," the man laughed. "You have no choice. Look around you. I've already taken everything. Even your precious books are empty now." Sarah looked at the blank books and felt despair growing in her heart. But then she remembered her grandmother's voice. "Books are not just stories. They are doors to other worlds." "You're wrong," Sarah said firmly. "You can take the words from books, but you can't take the love that put them there." As she spoke, she thought about her grandmother's gentle hands turning the pages of her first storybook. She remembered the smell of old paper and the sound of her grandmother's voice reading about brave princesses and magical forests. Suddenly, words began appearing on the blank pages around her. Stories filled the empty books. The dark library became bright and warm. The man in the gray suit took a step back. "Impossible, I've taken all your memories." "No," Sarah said, walking toward him. "You've taken my facts, you've taken my daily life, but you can't take love. Love creates memories that are too strong for you to digest." With each step she took, more memories returned. She remembered Emma's laugh. She remembered her mother's cooking. She remembered every cat she'd ever petted, every sunset she'd ever watched, every book that had made her cry. The memory feeder grew smaller and paler. "Stop," he whispered. "You're hurting me." "Good," Sarah said. "Find someone else to feed on, someone who doesn't know how strong love can make memories." The man in the gray suit dissolved like smoke and Sarah woke up. "Doctor." Martinez was sitting by her bed, smiling. "How do you feel?" "I feel." Sarah paused, testing her memory. "I feel like Sarah Chen. I'm 28 years old. I'm a librarian. I have a cat named Whiskers and a best friend named Emma. My grandmother taught me to read when I was 7. And how did you defeat him?" Sarah smiled. "I remembered that some memories are too full of love to be stolen. They become part of who you are forever." Dr. Martinez nodded. "The memory feeder won't bother you again." "They don't like fighting people who know their own strength." Sarah looked out the window at the morning sun. "Doctor, are there other people like me? Other people being attacked by memory feeders?" "Yes, many." "Then I want to help them. I want to teach them what I learned." "What did you learn?" Sarah picked up her notebook and wrote on a new page. "The strongest memories are made of love. Hold on to love and you can never truly be lost." "I learned," Sarah said, "that memories aren't just things that happen to us. The best memories are gifts we give to ourselves, and gifts of love can never be stolen." From that day on, Sarah worked with Dr. Martinez to help other victims of memory feeders. She taught them to find their strongest, most loving memories. She showed them that even when everything else is taken away, love remains. And sometimes, late at night in the library where she worked, Sarah would tell this story to anyone who would listen. Because she learned that sharing memories of love makes them stronger, and that the best way to protect your memories is to fill them with so much love that no thief, human or otherwise, could ever steal them away. The end.